Alright, I can see our beers. I can see you. There's Logan. Ooh, his nips. He touched them. We have similar nips.
Alright. Can we,
cut the music?
kill the ska?
Yeah, that's Robin.
Robin. I think when you die, I'm gonna get, the tattoo in memoriam will be, I'll do the Beerbusters logo, but I'll also get the Batman and Robin mugs clinking. And that'll be my memorial tattoo for you.
Yeah, no, all of his planned tattoos are for when people die.
Yeah,
Good plan.
yeah.
The problem is I'm gonna outlive you.
It's probably very true.
Unless I die on the drive home tonight.
In the what?
On the drive home tonight. I dream about driving off the bridge every drive home.
That's fucked.
Hey, I think about it, and I'm like, all right, if I start falling off the bridge, I'll roll my window down.
Oh yeah,
So that I can get
but
out.
that sucks because you have the crank windows. You're like fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, 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 fuck.
But also, like, I like to think I have the mind powers as I'm flipping. I'm gonna be like, I better roll this window down. I'm
You're just perfectly calm. You're like,
about to hit the water. I better. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'll just die a watery death.
Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the BBL. That is Beers, Billy, and Logan. This is Handsome Bill, and I'm drunk. So today, we just finished watching Backlash 2025, main evented by John Cena and Randy Orton for the last time ever. Billy has been working throughout the night, so he's been watching on and off. I watched the whole thing and made some notes. So we're going to talk about that, give our honest reviews because we're fresh off of it. Billy, before we jump into that, we got our Batman and Robin mugs. What are we drinking?
We're drinking the Widowmaker Galaxy Grinder. Yeah, you had to do it.
Galaxy Grinder by Widowmaker. Every time.
No, it's very good. I did the Widowmaker thing to Rachel at home the other day, and she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Fuck."
You got to come to Beerbusters.
Yeah.
So
Inside
cheers.
jokes. Yes,
Cheers to Beerbusters.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll repeat things that we do here all the time, and she'll be like, I wasn't there, so.
What is this? Is this an IPA?
Yeah, dude.
You've been holding out on me?
Yeah.
This is really good.
Everything they make is excellent.
This is better than the Bulls on Parade, and I really
shit.
like that one.
Yeah, that one's very good. That's the IPA of the week right now.
This is really, really
This is
good.
sold out. I just-
So tonight was Backlash, which was a big. So tonight was Backlash, which was for me quite emotional because when I first got into wrestling, I got into wrestling not just the event but also the matches on it. I got into wrestling right after WrestleMania 2007, which led up to Backlash. And the first match that was ever being built was John Cena, who was champion, versus Randy Orton versus Edge versus Shawn Michaels. And tonight, we saw John Cena versus Randy Orton for the last time ever, which is fucking crazy to me. And if you're not, like, because I'm sure that, you know, your mom doesn't know wrestling, and she's our only viewer,
Yeah.
that's like seeing the Red Sox and the Yankees play baseball for the last time. Like that's what it's the wrestling equivalent of.
All right, that's a good analogy, too.
Because like they for the last 25 years, because they debuted within 2 months of each other, those two were wrestling. It was always John Cena and Randy Orton. No matter what other feuds they would do, and they had some amazing feuds, they would always somehow come back together, and that was like the one. So we're gonna go down the card. We started off the night with Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest. My favorite part of that was the debut of Jeff Cobb. And I know you don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he had a cool spot.
He did.
Yeah.
And he looks menacing.
He
When
does.
I first saw him, I thought it was Tsunami guy. Fucking.
I thought it was the dude who broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Okay, same guy.
I thought it was him.
Bronson Reed?
Bronson Reed,
Yeah.
yes. I thought it was him coming back, but Jeff Cobb was a monster in New Japan, and
Okay.
a lot of people thought he was probably going to go to AEW.
Makes sense.
What do you think about Jacob Fatu? Because I love him. What do you think about him?
I think he's pretty awesome.
Okay.
I think he's a good monster. I mean, if you want a monster, a dude who beats the shit out of everybody, who feels no pain,
Yeah.
he's that guy. I feel like, you know, Samoan Goldberg.
Samoberg.
Yeah, Samoan Goldberg. I like that.
Gold
Samoan.
Moen. Yeah.
That sounds good.
I mean, he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel bad for Solo because
Because he's the lesser?
I mean...
And he's supposed to be the leader of their bloodline, so it's like, oh, this isn't believable. This guy could beat your ass. So why isn't he the leader?
And the whole thing, when Solo debuted, he was supposed to be this unstoppable monster, but then he ended up being...
lame, because he does that thumb move.
The Samoan spike was never great, except for this one time Umaga did it, and he grabbed the guy by the back of the neck and popped him up in the air and then spiked him to the ground with it, and that made it look cool as fuck. But, I mean, just Jacob Fatu by himself, the Samoan werewolf, is just, he brings an intensity and, like, this look about him. And I think what was missing from Solo was when they were selling him as the Enforcer, he didn't have... They made him silent.
Yeah.
And he's got so much personality, because, like, when he does the... like, have you ever seen the clips from, like, the house shows and stuff, where he, like, they get to kind of, like, cut loose a little bit more? He is... so funny and has so much personality, but when they were presenting him, they were like, you have to be the strong, silent one. Whereas Jacob Fatu, they're like, cut this promo, go fucking nuts.
They're booking him better.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They really are.
Yeah.
The other one in it, Drew and Priest. So it ended with Drew and Priest putting each other through a table. What do you think of... because you saw their Mania match.
Yeah.
The street fight that they had. I thought that was going to be the end of the feud.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, what are they feuding over now? They're not fighting for a belt. Are they just fighting because neither of them won a belt because of each other? That type of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't honestly care that much. I like them. They're both good wrestlers, and I think Drew's great. I think his world title run was, in front of no fans, so that sucks for him. But
yeah.
And the whole LA Knight, I feel like they don't know what to do with him right now either. It's just like, he's still kind of popular, but,
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah, but fuck them.
Yeah, because it kind of... I mean, you can't have 16 belts, so you can't have everyone be a champion.
Yeah.
And you can't have... it's a tough spot to be in.
Mm-hmm. I really hope that with a definitive victory overnight, they can now kind of push him into the main event scene, because I think he would be a great... Because, like, the few months that he had where he was circulating around the belt with Roman when he was champion... I thought he was a great fit there, but I think he was just a victim of the time where it was like, no, Roman's on top.
Yeah.
Roman's the guy, and there was no option for somebody else to be champion. So now that you have the other belt with Jey Uso, Gunther running around it, Logan Paul's even fighting for it, there's more opportunity for him to kind of get into that main event scene, which I like.
Yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the end game is. Like, I know the crowd likes to say yeet and everything, but...
Yeah.
That dude's your champ. It's like, I don't know, kind of boring too.
It's
just personally.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how his match with Logan Paul goes, because if he has a great match, because anyone can have a good match with Gunther because he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
But
I like the Usos better as a tag team also.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. So I'm interested to see where that goes. But then moving on to our next match was Becky versus Lyra Valkyria. I just wrote Lyra, great match. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, is that a lot of people weren't too sure about her, because she was great in NXT, and the people who saw her in NXT were like, oh, dude, she's the next big thing.
Yeah.
But the people on the main roster who don't follow NXT are like, who the fuck is this? And it took her a minute to kind of connect. But the match tonight, she went, 20 some odd minutes with Becky? Yeah.
Then she gets to win, and then Becky just does the heel thing and beats her ass after.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Which I thought for sure Bayley was going to come out, because the whole thing with Mania was that it was supposed to be Lyra and Bayley tagging together.
And then Bayley was injured.
And Bayley was injured, so they subbed in Becky, but it was revealed to be Becky. So I thought for sure tonight with Becky jumping Lyra that Bayley was going to come back, set that up. But I don't know. I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah, they often make it look like, oh, well, why else are they here unless somebody's going to come out, and then nobody comes out, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I'm glad that they didn't put the belt on Becky tonight, because Lyra, after the match that she had, she's hitting her stride, and I'm interested to see what she does next. And now she's hitting her stride too with, like, I mean, entrances, whether we admit it or not, are a big part of the game. Like, you got to have
it really is, yeah.
And so they do the fog now, and then she comes up with the fucking wings, and it fucking...
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, she was really, really good. And Becky just doesn't have bad matches. Ever since she kind of, I won't want to say part-time, but ever since she's stepped back a little bit, every time she comes in and has a match, it is amazing. Probably in ring, I would say this match was the best one on the card tonight. So I would encourage you to go back and watch it, like, without having to
work.
You know, yeah. What was the next one? Dirty Dom versus Penta.
Okay.
What do you think about Dirty Dom?
I think he's a good heel. I think like he makes a good heel champ because he cheats to win and always slimes his way to victory type of thing. Yeah, and the crowd hates him, but not like go home heat. They're just like, oh fuck Dom, we want his chicken tendies.
We want his chicken tendies. He is one of the crazy things about him was that he was at the point where they were booing him out of the building every time we put a mic to his mouth, and now the crowd goes insane for him, and that is like a humongous turnaround.
Yeah.
And if you had told me that, like when he was teaming with Ray during the pandemic,
Oh yeah,
if you had told me that same kid was one of the biggest talents in the company, I'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
turning him heel was the best thing because I thought it was like so predictable at the time. I was like, oh, he's gonna fight his dad and whatever, and I thought it was kind of dumb, but it worked out. It's panned out.
Yeah, especially that. I mean, he stayed heel past his father because the predictable thing was he turns heel, faces his father. Oh, you're my dad. I love you.
Yeah,
Oh, respect.
but no, he
blah, blah, blah.
stayed.
Yeah, he stayed heel.
He
Yeah,
stayed heel. Grew the mustache. Grew the mullet.
Yeah.
Really leaned into being heelish.
and then Penta too. I like Penta.
I like Penta. I can't wait till they just put the tag team titles on the Lucha Bros.
That'll be great.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah,
Let's give them the tag titles.
I do find it interesting that they're keeping them separate. But I kind of understand too. You want them both to be stars so that when they come together, it's like, oh man, these are two mega power. Well, yeah.
Plus, the Federation doesn't like focus on the tag team titles like AEW does or
That's
other
true.
people do. It's always just like it's not even. Was there any tag team matches even on this card tonight?
There were not, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no.
it's
Interesting.
never even a focus. So I feel like maybe that's the reason they keep them separate too. Like, let's build up
Yeah.
a couple more stars. We can sell a few more T-shirts.
Yeah, and I do think they'll come together eventually, but when they do, they'll have two established single stars as well.
Yeah.
Make you care about both of them. But then Grande Americano with the loaded headbutt at the end, because he puts the metal plate under his mask and headbutted Penta.
Grande Americano is very good.
I love Grande Americano.
Yeah,
I
very
think
good.
a lot of people hate it, especially because of like the AI generated stuff, and but I think it's so funny and so clever.
But I think that works for it even more. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people, because they have the Speed Championships, where I think they're just on Twitter, where they have
Okay.
like 3-minute matches, and they have a championship just for that, and they just put it on Grande Americano, so people are like, oh, well, that character's dead. They don't really know what they're doing with it, blah blah blah. But then him tonight doing this, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Now they still know what the fuck they're doing. I think they did that as a red herring to make us think that they know what they were doing, but they really do. The next one, and this is I went through that one kind of quick because I'm interested in this one more than anything. Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
I got to see a lot of this one. Dan Pat McAfee, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good wrestler. Good announcer, pretty good wrestler. Most popular guy on ESPN probably.
Oh, by far. Yeah,
So-
yeah. And the whole thing with him is this was a long squash, which is what it needed to be.
Yeah, they let him get some stuff in. He kicked Gunther a few times, kicked out at one and shit like that. That is
Yes.
good. Keep Gunther looking strong because, yeah, he should carry all the titles at once.
Oh, absolutely. And the whole thing is, like, looking at it in a vacuum, Pat McAfee is not just a ring announcer. He is a former NFL player.
Yeah.
He's a D1 athlete.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that he could go a little bit further than most would. Because
Yeah.
if it was Michael Cole, it should have been 2
It would have
seconds
been 2
done.
seconds,
Yeah.
powerbomb over. Yeah,
But with him, even though the way I liked it is that they never structured this match to at any point was Pat McAfee out wrestling or out striking Gunther.
no.
It was just that he was able to hold on longer than people thought he would, which makes sense. So, but it was still like that uncomfortable beat because I wanted Gunther just beating
Well, his
the shit
chest
out
was
of him.
all red and shit,
Oh
just
my
like
god, his
any-
whole top half was
Yeah.
beat red. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
I just get curious, like where they go from here. It's like I would have liked to run in after from somebody to continue like Gunther's storyline,
Yeah.
or something like that.
I would have put money on it, and I think a lot of people would, that either Ilya Dragunov, who was in the match that I showed you, or Goldberg, because they've been teasing Goldberg's retirement match being against Gunther.
Or are they going to wait for Goldberg for like Saudi Arabia or something so they can get
Probably
that
some
oil
Saudi money for him, yeah. But then what was interesting, like you said, I don't know where they go from here. At the end of it, Gunther, he didn't shake their hand, but he did the little, all right, yeah. Which is so hard of a right turn, especially because this is the first match in, like, the storyline they did where they had him go and choke out McAfee.
Yeah.
It's not like they've been feuding for a while. This was the first one in the series, and Gunther was like, all right, cool, yeah, I got that out of my system. So that was really interesting. So I wonder, I mean, it wasn't a babyface turn, but it was definitely leaning towards it.
Yeah, because that's what it makes you feel like. Maybe they were like, oh, we'll turn Gunther heel, or babyface, because a monster babyface?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the other thing that I like about that is that what's so dynamic about Gunther as a character, is that more than anything, his character has always been, I love this sport, I love this business, I love this thing that we do. So it makes sense that if someone like Pat McAfee is able to withstand the chokehold for longer than most people would, why Gunther, even if he's still a bad guy, would maybe be like, all right, I see you. I'm like, yeah, all right, fair enough. So, but it's just weird. I'm interested to see what they would do next. You know what? Maybe we should do like reviews of like Monday Night Raw just to see, like, so we can continue and see like what's going on. Main event. I thought that main event was fucking incredible. I think it's probably one of the best matches John Cena and Randy Orton have had.
I haven't seen a ton of their matches or anything. I thought it was a good match overall, entertaining. They went for the announce table, didn't get it, then got another table and broke it. Happy with that.
And that for sure seemed like it was all on the fly. It was all inaudible because Orton in his hometown was like, these people want to see someone go through a table. Because what he did was he hit him on it, Cena rolled, and then the table broke. And that's not satisfying.
No, you got to see it crack.
Yeah. So great audible for them there. But again, just in my heart, it's like that was the feud that I grew up with. To me, Orton is Cena's greatest rival.
So I would have liked if Orton won, because then his titles get close to Flair's too, and then he's only a couple behind Cena, and then Cena could win it back and get up to 18. And just like, that's just me being
You just
a dick.
want Cena to get to 22, so he can...
Shut up, Ric Flair. Yeah. Basically, they could trade it back and forth for the year.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be really funny if every single match it was Orton Cena.
Until the end of the year, and it's like, oh shit, they've traded the title every month. This whole year.
35-time world champion John Cena and Randy Orton. That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a booker.
But you can tell that they went nuts in this match, and they went 20. I think I saw it was like 23 or it was 27. I don't know.
Well,
but either way, close to 30.
On the roster?
They killed every ref on the roster. Yeah, but for both of them at their age, especially John Cena, who isn't in bad shape, but just doesn't do it as consistently as Orton, to go that long is crazy. And to have a great match like that, and then what I loved was Cena going for the punt kick. That, it still blows my mind seeing Cena wrestle as a heel. It's still crazy to me.
Yeah, I liked when Orton RKO'd like 6 dudes in a row. That was good.
That was great.
You knew he wasn't going to win when that was happening, but you're like, all right, at least this is cool. He's getting some good shit in. The crowd's happy, and then he's going to lose.
I like to think they were back there like, who's in a suit? All right,
you
go.
You get out there.
Get out there. Yeah.
Go get the RKO. Go take it.
Like, I work in catering. Like, you're in a suit. Get out there. Yeah, you're fine.
Too late. You dressed wrong, buddy.
You dressed wrong today. You gotta go take an RKO. Like, I'm not a wrestler. Like, you're in a suit, though.
Yeah.
That's
You've seen it. You know what to do.
Yeah, come on. Everyone knows how to take an RKO. Yeah. But then R-Truth running in, I'd like that a lot.
Yeah,
and then you didn't see it, but in the press conference afterwards, R-Truth went and interrupted Cena while he was at the press conference. He's like, don't believe what they say. Don't believe them when they say that you suck and you can't wrestle. And Cena went and then put him through the table in the press conference. So I think that might be what we get next.
R-Truth for Cena?
Yeah, which...
Yeah, whatever.
You know, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
But I think that should be a squash match.
Yeah.
That would be... especially because Truth has always done the thing where, like, oh, it's my childhood hero, John Cena. If you then have him get his, like, bloodied and beaten by John Cena, that's a heel turn.
What's the next event? I don't know what they're called when they're not the big ones. Did they do Bash at the Beach, or is that like an NXT thing?
That's an NXT thing.
Main event. I mean, they could have R-Truth be the main event.
Yeah, they could. They could do that. I don't think it's Money in the Bank, but we're getting close to that.
Is Cody involved in any storyline, or is he kind of pushed to the side since he doesn't have a title right now?
He has not come back since Cena beat him.
Okay.
He hasn't been seen. Okay. I don't think. Yeah.
Just in those vodka commercials.
Just in
they
the
play.
vodka, yeah.
Okay.
Wheatley's so good I drink it neatly or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
No one does. No one drinks vodka neat.
Yeah.
But what was really cool was also after the crowd was chanting, "Thank you, Cena," and he had a minute where he was still in character as heel Cena, but just look in his eyes where he looked kind of sad, and he was looking at the belt, and you could tell he was taking in the thank yous, and I kind of like that layer, because WWE doesn't do anything by accident these days. If they show John Cena on camera looking remorseful, hearing the thank yous, it's on purpose.
You think at the end of the year he'll turn babyface at the end of the year and like rock bottom The Rock and
Yeah,
get his soul back but lose the title and then retire?
probably something like
That'd
that.
be cool. That'd be fine.
Maybe have like The Rock come out to try and help Cena retain the title, and Cena's like, not like this, or some shit like that. But it maybe like almost give Cody like the maybe Cena's on his knees and Cody's got the belt, and Cena's like, it's all right, kid, and get blasted with the belt. Like, I don't know, something like that. But they're already showing 2 months in him looking like,
Maybe I'll turn again.
yeah,
Yeah. But also, I'd be happy if he retires with the belt, and then the Royal Rumble is a new belt, and whoever wins the Royal Rumble gets the new belt.
that
Ric
would be
Flair
pretty
style.
cool. That would be pretty cool. And I really did like Cena's promo where he told Orton, he's like, when I leave with this belt, you're stuck at 14. He's like, whatever tinfoil championship you win, even if they say you're a 15-time champion, you'll know in your heart that it's not the same. And I love that.
Yeah,
So
that's
the
very
idea
good,
of Cena
yeah.
leaving with the belt, and if anyone deserves it, I mean,
I guess, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as big a Cena fan as you are, because I kind of checked out during the Cena era. I was like, it's time for my hiatus. I'm not going to watch now.
The way you were with Macho Man, that's how I was with Cena. Like, and I never soured on him. I really didn't. So I was like, hell yeah, Super Cena, you can't fucking see me.
Yeah, I never soured on Randy. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
All the different iterations. Yeah.
Yeah, except they did turn Macho Man heel and stuff. They kept him.
man.
So it's harder to stick with Cena because he was the same character for 25 years.
Yeah,
Whereas
he was the
Man
Macho
at
King,
least,
he was the Macho Man.
He at least evolved.
Good guy, bad guy, Elizabeth, whatever.
Yeah.
And Slim Jims.
And Slim Jims. Who doesn't like Slim Jims? Thin James.
Yeah, Slender James.
Slender James.
Yes.
So I'm going to send you some clips and stuff.
Alright.
And I know that you watched most of it, but I think you should go back and watch the Cena Orton match from start to finish without the distractions, because great match. Yeah. Any closing thoughts? Who do you think Cena faces next besides R-Truth?
R-Truth would be cool. I don't know, because at this point I just feel like he's going to beat everyone.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, who do I want to see get beat by Cena?
Yeah.
The Big Show, maybe?
The Big Show. Well, once he
bring
gets
back
freed
Tall
from his
Paul.
AEW contract, yeah, he can.
Tall Paul.
I think Money in the Bank, you have to do him and Punk. Because that was the famous Chicago match where he blew the kiss over the barricade. Like, that was...
That would be basically anyone he beat when he was on his run. I'd be cool with the next few months. Like, if they brought back, like, oh, he beat this guy back when he was a champ.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Ryback. 'Cause
Oh, what, you don't like Ryback?
sucks.
Oh, dude, feed me more. I fucking love
He's worse Goldberg.
the big guy. I'm going to tag him in this video.
Fine.
He'll probably reply because he's got nothing better to do.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's what it seems like.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, now we're going to have beef with Ryback.
Yeah, we wish.
He's got nothing to do.
Yeah,
he really
well,
doesn't.
He
He's
might watch this. Yeah, you're right. Our moms and Ryback watch this video.
But he talks shit about people's moms, so he's going to go back
Oh,
and
shit.
read
He's
about
gonna
shit
find
about
our
our moms. He's
moms.
going to find our moms, and he's
Well.
going to eat our moms.
That's fine. Our moms are nice ladies. Everything will work out.
Ryback versus Billy at Hope for the Holidays 2025. You both come out as Ryback, and people are like, which one?
Which
is
one? Whatever, I'm going over. It's Hope for the Holidays. You
Hope for the Holidays.
You book it. So.
I book it, so
Yeah.
you're...
So, yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
cool with dressing as Santa for Hope for the Holidays this year.
Yeah, I think we finally do Nova versus... Unless Ryback replies to this.
Yeah, unless Ryback really wants to go at Hope for the Holidays,
Yeah.
then we could find a spot for him or something.
Would you take
Elf.
the... Oh, he could be your elf. Yeah.
What is his move?
He does the meat hook clothesline and then the shell shock, which is like a torture rack, but he just Samoan drop, but with a torture rack instead.
Oh, that's
You
stupid.
can take that.
Yeah.
It's no straight to DVD.
No wonder he's at home watching fucking
The BBL.
Yeah, exactly. Boring.
You heard it here first. You hear me, Ryback? Billy's gonna kick your ass.
Yep. It's true.
All right, Billy. I say we call it there. We will talk next time. We'll probably do another discussion video. We don't have a topic yet. But come on out to Beerbusters. Come on out to see me wrestle, not against Ryback. Do we have an outro yet?
Come to Beerbusters. We love you. Oh, we don't love you.
We don't love you.